Ain't no ball like Beatz.
Evil and perversity spreads through the land. Darkness so deep you can feel it with your hand. People groping blindly, they can't see the way. Meaningless and destitute, they run far astray. What does it mean to be a good man? Where in the world do I find what's my life plan? How do I know where I'll go when I die? And what does it matter any way they sigh? The atmosphere in this cosmos is bleak. Where can they go to find the truth they seek? The wisdom of this world leaves them feeling all stranded, broken and empty, and lonely and abandoned. It was into this climate that the light came. The shadow retreated and fled before a bright flame. Now he has granted us a glorious commission, and I heed his command, running onward to the mission. Sword in my hand, rushing into the fight, glancing at my armor, making sure that all is tight. Enter in the battle knowing I might die, but courage says stand up, the victory is nigh. I'm not talking about a war in the flesh, but this is one of the spirit, and through him I am blessed. The weapons of our warfare I don't hold in my hand, by the power of his spirit I can stand. And I know that the offense comes by knowledge of the word. To fight with my own strength is simply absurd. So come to the war with head bowed down, and knees first low to the ground. God's power will indwell us, and we know that he's there to empower every charge. He hears every prayer. See, God already has a perfect plan. If I know his word, I will understand. And when I bear the brunt of the enemy's attack, an unbreachable defense will surely have my back. For my fortress is unbreakable and evermore the same. To deliver us from evil is exactly why he came. Our enemy is not other men, but Satan and his diabolic kin. They seek to destroy God's image in man, for this is the greatest insult made to him. So I fight for the glory of my God every day, and I fight for lost souls to find a better way. Put upon that armor which comes from his mighty tower, charging to the fray, trusting only in his damning power. Let me talk about the shield that defends me, faith which turns back every dart from which others flee, and that faith I know is gifted from above, a testimony of his authorship of love. Then I put on righteousness protecting my chest. It has better value to it than a bulletproof vest, for it comes by the shedding of Christ's holy blood, washing away my sin in that crimson flood. Next in the list comes a great irony, sweet peace that surrounds me in a raging sea. And although the call is dangerously, concerningly demanding, he always grants peace far beyond all understanding. And what do we wear that holds it all together? The truth which makes for us a liberating tether, to hold forth as a banner amidst a world of lies, to lead people away from sin's dastardly disguise. And our head is protected by that helm of salvation, for which we offer up a holy oblation. And Jesus Christ redeemed us by his sacrifice. Our own best deeds could never have sufficed. Just as his grace could not come by our works, we pray for his presence and its abundant perks. And consistently we take up the armor every day. We trust always in his provision for a way. Then we make ever to the Lord's supplication for our fellow warriors of this most holy nation, and ask God also to consistently renew your mind, enabling more our hearts within his light to shine. Lift up your voice to sing a glorious melody, praising him for he has brought us such great harmony, and in the tense moments, oh so severe, think of God's mercy and remember now to persevere. Lastly, pray for boldness to proclaim the gospel, since we live in a culture that remains so hostile. And I pray every day without ceasing too, that the fullness of his grace be evermore unto you.